Good afternoon, welcome back. This is Saima if you haven't met me before. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 6 mistakes that you need to avoid if you are living in the UK, if you are new to the UK and you don't know, you're still trying to adjust here in the UK. So you should start from the very beginning and you need to avoid definitely these mistakes. I've been living in the UK for almost 4 years now, and I'm sharing the tips and tricks with you from my personal experience. Nobody taught me about these ones, so I'm just sharing my experience. Okay, so the first one I would like to highlight is avoid saying no. Okay, so if you are a nurse, a sport worker, or any other profession you are in, or a doctor, whatever your job career is, your job is, you don't need to say no to everything. Or most people, what they do is they usually say no because of they are hesitant or they are shy to explore new things, or they don't like to mingle with somebody very quick. So if you are given a task, whether you don't know about it, okay, you can still ask for help. You can say that I've never done it before, but I would be very happy to do it, or I'll be excited to do it. So yeah, so try to say yes instead of saying no, because the culture here is a bit different. If you are at work, and we don't want you to be rigid, we don't want you to be a tough personality. Okay, so it should be easygoing, and I would highly suggest you saying yes. Even if you are not sure, you can always ask, but please don't do anything that you are not sure about it. You can ask for help. You can ask your colleagues or your seniors or any other friend of yours if you're not sure about anything, but avoid saying no directly in front of your seniors or your colleagues, anybody. So because it gives your bad impression, whether even if you are a hardworking person, and you will still do the job. You'll say, oh, I don't want to go there, but if you say so, I can go. But the person who you are talking to, they'll think, oh, she didn't want to go, but she didn't have the choice, or something like that. So rather, if you are willing to go, if you are very passionate about your job and you are passionate about learning new things, so just say yes and go for it, because every experience that you have, you learn from it. There is nothing in the world that is not done first time. Okay, so even you do it for the first time, you'll make mistake, but you will definitely learn from it. Whatever task you are given, just say happily that you are happy to do it and you are willing to learn, and you are up to go ahead. Okay, the second thing I'm going to talk about is socializing here in the UK. Because we all come from different cultures, we all come from different countries, so it takes a little bit time for us to adjust to the environment, to adjust with different nationalities, with different people. And I would say, instead of getting homesick or instead of getting bored at home, just socialize yourself, because it will change your mind. You will learn from your experience, it will change your way of thinking. So there are so many social groups on, you can go participate, whether it's a party, a Christmas party, or any other parties that you got the invite for. Just go for it, and try socializing with your colleagues, with your friends, or with your neighbors. Yeah, but then we think, okay, she's my colleague, but she's from different country, and she's saying that she'll leave from here, she'll go. So you need to think wisely. Like, you can be friends with your neighbor too, or you can be friends with your locals, because there are more chances that they're gonna be here for life, for long. So you don't need to make temporary friends. I'm not saying that no temporary friends are no good, but at the end you may lose them, or they may go away somewhere. So you may regret making friends. So I would say be friends with the locals, go to their parties, attend their parties. You can can socialize with them. For the kids also, if you have kids, you can go for stay and play groups, you can go to the parks, you can go with other sort of school activities, or without school. For the young kids, there are other activities also that you can attend to socialize with other moms or with other dads or with the kids. It will give you a better peace of mind, and you'll feel relaxed. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to talk about is do not compare. Yeah, I wrote it down because I had six so I'm just going to make it a nice video. So do not comparison. What I mean in saying about the comparison is a lot of times we just say, oh, but in my country it's not like that. Oh, the gross even when you go to the grocery store, or when you go to the hospital, or even you work as a nurse like me, so I'll say, oh, this hospital has this policy, or we don't catheterize like that, or we don't put cannula like that. So instead of doing the comparison right there, you are working here, you need to follow the rules, regulation, policies, regulation according to the country that you are in, according to the organization that you are in. So avoid doing the comparison, because comparing can be okay for one time or two time, but later on, if you are doing it continuously, it can be irritating, and people can start ignoring you. Okay, so avoid the comparison bit. You can do it in your mind if you like to. For example, when we were new here in the country, we would compare, okay, oh, 1 pound is how much is in rupees. That was the worst thing to do. Yeah, comparing transfer changing the currency in your mind and thinking like that. But comparison in terms of your competencies or any task that you've given, comparing and saying it in front of other people's can be irritating. Okay, because we are here, we are in a different country, we need to follow their rules and their regulation. You can say your you can, if you want to say, you can say you're saying what you want to say, but comparing it is not good. Okay, the next thing, so we have already done three. So say yes, socializing, and comparison. The next fourth tip I want to give it to you is save money. Yeah, so when we are here in the UK, what we do is we try to enjoy our life to the best. We want to go for outing, go for hiking, go for like anything, to enjoy and spend so much money. Yeah, when we came here in the UK, we were so excited also to go to different museums, just roaming around and enjoying the life. But yes, you need to save money. Why I'm saying is because what if you lose your job today? Will you have any backup plan? Yeah, we'll talk about a backup plan later on, because I have, oh, this one just came in my mind. Yes, we need to have a backup plan in here when we are out from our country. Wherever you work, whether it's UK or somewhere else, you need to have a plan B. So same here, you need to have some sort of money saved for yourself or for your kids in case of emergency. What if you have to go home in an emergency situation? Or what if you lose your job, or you lose your pin? Or what if you are under any investigation and you will not be paid from your employer? Because it happens, if there is any investigation for you, whether it's work related or patients related, or any other sort of problems that you are under, and you are under investigation, the hospital will not pay you anything. They'll keep you under investigation, and you will not be allowed to go to work. So it can be 6 months, it can be 1 year. So you need to have some sort of savings in hand to avoid that situation, and to manage that situation. So instead of later on, God forbid, if something happens like that, instead of borrowing it from your friends and families or asking for help from somewhere else, you will have some savings from your own pocket. You will have some money in your own pocket, so you won't be asking someone else for some monies. Okay, so try to save as much as you can. So that was my fourth tip. Yes, if we are living here, we can enjoy our life later on. We can go around, we can visit all the good places, we can go to different cities here in the UK. So but in even with that enjoyment, with that leisure activities, you still need to have some saving. So plan how much you're going to pay per month and how much is left for your savings. Okay, so you can make a plan, write it down, do some investigation, do some research, and find the places that you can visit. And without if they're charging you a lot, I would say avoid it for some time. If you have a goal in your mind, for example, you want to buy a property or you want to buy a car or something like that, you need to have some savings. So that was my next point. Number 5 is invest into a property here in the UK. So we talked about money saving. Now, for example, we have saved some money, at least 5% or 10%, because when you want to buy a property here in the UK, you are not going to buy it right away. We follow a procedure of getting a mortgage. So mortgage is like you are getting a house, but you will be paying every month. So you get your papers, you get the documents, you get the house, everything, but there is a term that you need to follow. It could be for 30 years, it could be for 35 years or 20 years, 25 years. Mostly is like 20, 30 to 35 years. Okay, so it depends which term you're taking and how long you need to pay for. If you are highly rich, you can buy it in one go, you can pay cash and get it. But for us, we are from the middle class families, and our aim is to get a house here in the UK. So what is our earning is just our job. If you have two jobs or part-time job as well, then well and good. If not, if you are someone who like me, I have one job and that's it, right? So we are the earners of the house, I can say that. Then you need to save money to get a mortgage. So in terms of getting a mortgage, you have to have 10%, and if you are not a Brit, then you have to have a 10% and get the mortgage. So getting a mortgage is an investment. Some of my colleagues, they used to say, okay, I won't be here for long, I have to go to USA, or I have to go to Canada, so I don't need to get a house here. And it's almost 4 years and they're still all here. Yes, so what I'm trying to say is, if you get a mortgage here in the UK, you won't be paying rent. Instead of paying your rent, you will be paying towards your mortgage. Okay, if you are not here in the country, you can still rent out your mortgage. So this is an investment. So for next 30 or 35 years, you will be paying for your mortgage, but you can get the rent from the people who are living in your house if you are not here. So that rent can go directly towards your mortgage. So that mortgage is your investment. Okay, I would highly recommend you, if you are someone living here in the UK, even it's not your long-term plan to stay in the UK, just buy a property in the UK. It's a really, really good investment. And by the end of 1 year or 2 years, there will be increase in the prices of the house. There will be some benefit for you as well. Like if you buy it for 300,000 pounds, maybe like by the time you leave UK, it will be 100,000 pounds. So there is this is really good investment. Okay, so my sixth point is the credit score. You should have a good credit rating. What is credit rating? When you are going to get a house, the lenders or the bank, they will look for your credit history. So how can you make a good credit history? You can download their app as well to check your credit score. So in terms of making a good credit history, you can start what you can do is just put monthly installment for your council tax. Or if you buy something, you can buy it on installments. For example, your phone or your furniture or the carpets or the blinds, anything you want to purchase, you can purchase it with the installments. So I'm not saying that with the installments you will be paying more tax, because there are still companies which gives you option to select zero interest, so you can still buy some things. For example, I bought that furniture, my dining table and the chairs. It was for 1200 pounds. So I'm paying monthly for 12 months, but on a zero interest. So I don't need to pay the interest. Yeah, so if you are interested in getting some more information how to get furniture here in the UK, and how you can buy it with the without any tax, I can give you some websites you can buy on. But it is really good that you don't need to pay the interest on top of that. So you are originally paying every month for 12 months with zero interest. Okay, so which is very very good. So you can put on the monthly installments. Even if you buy an iPhone, you can put it on monthly installments or anything. So monthly installments, you can register for a vote as well. It counts as your it counts in your credit history as well. Okay, and also, like, if you are going to pay your council tax or for your nursing council, you can set it as direct debit, or your NMC fees, you can set it as direct debit. What will happen with that is it will give you a good credit history, good credit score. So when you want to buy a big thing here in the UK, or whether it's a house or a car or anything other than that, they will check, the bank or the lenders, they will check your credit history, and they'll be happily giving you what you want. Okay, so making a good credit history is very very important. I didn't know about it, so it was my mistake. And the company I got the house with, it was not some they were really really good. They didn't ask for a credit history. And but I had some friends, I have some friends, their company or their lenders, they ask for the credit history. So you need to know if your agent is asking for a credit history. If they are asking for a credit history, you need to have your credit history, your credit score good. Not satisfactory, good. Okay, so that is the things that we can learn from. I didn't know, we didn't save a lot as well. But yes, money saving is good. Socializing is really important for your mental health. And also for your kids, if you have kids, socialize, get them to the nurseries or with the play and stay groups, because it will help them to socialize with other people, and then it will give them peace of mind and give you peace of mind and good sleep as well. Okay, and socializing with Brits is very important, because even if your neighbors are Brits, and it will give you good friendship in long run. And also you can learn about their culture, their food habits, their culture, their party times and things like that. It will be a good bonding, because we are all away from the house, from our own house, we are away from them. And we need to get used to the environment, we need to get used to the culture of the Brits here. So yes, so I would highly suggest to be socializing, to get socializing with your locals here. And what else do I have here is, so we've talked about today mistakes to avoid, buy things through credit cards, set the direct debit, save money, invest in your mortgage. And even if you are moving from the country, don't make this mistake not to invest into the property, because it will save you thousands of pounds if you invest into the property. Okay, then you can go ahead, buy your house and get settled here in the UK. And these were all the mistakes that I mentioned, and I learned it from my own life. And I want you to avoid this. Okay, I'll see you soon in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. God bless you all.